Minister, over the last number of years we have heard about going to clean green energy was going to save a fortune. First of all, we wouldn't be importing, which is correct, but that it would be completely way cheaper. We now know in the last week that it has been announced that the ordinary consumer in the PSO levy is now going to pay €70 more from next September on top of what was there already. It's something like £500 million a year now is going to go to these fat cats at wind that's going to come into this country, because most of the profits out of the wind industry is going out of Ireland, even though we're all told that to stay in this country. Second of all, Minister, departments should be given proper funding. First of all, we brought up about hedgerows. Finally, it's now included after 4 years of knocking at the door. Second of all, if you look at the report that's done on the methane in relation to the suckler cows, by using products that will, the seaweed products, has brought it down 79%. This is the angles we should be looking at, not kicking farmers and saying we should be culling half the national herd or 3/4 of the national herd. We have now a situation in the Midlands, because of this so-called low-carbon environment, that we have people with no jobs. We have the temporary workers on board Namona. Where are they today? They are unemployed. And this is happening right around rural parts of Ireland that's been affected. But the people in the city still wants to make sure that they have a light to turn on. Security of electricity, of making sure a country, especially for business, is ferociously important. And I fear that with this whirlwind we're on about at the moment, we could end up that we won't have something to produce electricity in our own country at times, while we'll be relying on somebody else. And also, Minister, if you look at the farm to fork strategy and the biodiversity strategy that Europe is now pushing forward, we as a nation are being asked to designate over 30%. That will mean, when you talk about offshore wind, 30% out on the Porcupine area and along the likes of the west coast. And you'll have every type of an objector objecting to the wind turbine going up abroad in the sea as well. So where is all this going to add up? And on top of that, if we don't stand up as public representatives in this country for the agricultural sector, from the top of Donegal under the biodiversity strategy, which states that if you have peaty land, which is where sheep is reared above in the mountains, then we let that back into the wild. And from there, from the top of Donegal to the bottom of Kerry, probably excluding parts of Limerick, other than that, you are going to destroy family farms right around that area. Now we need to cop on and know, what are we going to do? Are we going to let these family farms go? Because what they are threatening, go down to Listowel and Kerry, go down where there's dairy production, it is reclaimed peatland. And what they are proposing to do is get rid of the cap payment on those peatlands. It is there in black and white in the document, under the biodiversity strategy and the new cap policy. And this is detrimental to people and families living in areas. And from what I can see, and some of the farming organisations have been very, very quiet about this. They don't seem to want to comment, because what I can see, and I've said it many times, that a lot of people would like to see from Donegal down along the west coast the theme park of Ireland, unless the rest keep producing what the people need. Well, that ain't going to happen, I can definitely guarantee you, in the west of Ireland, because we are not going to accept it. Thank you very much.